historic pictures of events that resulted in a constitutional amendment. It's 1917, and the 69-year drive by women for the right to vote is climaxed by this appeal at the White House. In 1869, Susan B. Anthony became chairman of the executive committee of the National Woman Suffrage Association. And the ensuing years saw parades like this. In Washington in 1917, picketing resulted in police action. And even as President Wilson was considering the women's appeal, District of Columbia police rolled out from their station house to take pickets into custody. Temporarily held, these women were to wait until May for Wilson to advocate formation of the House Committee on Woman Suffrage. The committee's report was to result 3 years later in the 19th Amendment, the right of women to vote. Vice President Marshall signs. First state ratification came from Illinois, where Governor Loudon affixed his signature, to be followed by enough states to put the amendment into effect. Most dramatic step to date in women's campaign for equal rights is evident early. Women in Illinois are quick to register and vote, while energetic suffrage adherents realize their long campaign is over.
When I first decided to run for office, my friends were excited. My family was supportive. Then I went and I talked to a few other people, and I actually had someone say to me, "You're the most qualified, but you probably won't win." Those were fighting words. That made me dig in and want to win even harder just to prove him wrong.
I first met Chris in late 2014. She was really involved in PTA. Anybody who has the time to work, but then also be really involved in your child's education, speaks volumes.
I'm one of the male members of the Progressive Women's Caucus. Totally respect where she comes from and what she says.
I first met Chris after we were elected in 2014. I knew right away that she had great potential to be a leader in our caucus.
I grew up from very humble beginnings. I'm one of 12 children. So what that really means, right, is you always are keeping the peace, you're making sure everything's fair and even, but you also learn how to be a fighter.
One of the little slogans I like, it's not mine, I didn't make it up, but it's like, her core competency is competency, right? So she's pretty much good at whatever she puts her mind to, you know, so.
I was so fortunate to find a great mentor in Representative Winnie Brinks. Not only did she encourage me to run for leadership, but she guided me through the process. When I defeated my opponent in that initial race, I thought, let's do this. Let's get to Lansing, let's get to work, and let's make a difference. And let's work with women all over the state to make sure we have more of a voice of women in Lansing. Women running for office face a lot of unique challenges. It's often different for them to raise money, to ask for help. And it's so important to provide advocacy and resources for women who can lead the charge. And the idea is that the more women we get, the more balance we bring to Lansing, to the legislature, the better policy we will have. Now, more women than ever have answered the call to run for office. And I think it's our job to continue what she started.
I want your help. We have 275 days.
Until we see 50% of women in leadership roles, we won't be at parity. We need to show young women and girls that they too have a voice. You can't be what you can't see. We've got to work to make a difference in that, and that's what the Women in Leadership Fund does.
There's a lot of women who think that they don't have the qualifications simply because they don't have the resume of a lawyer or somebody who's been working in a government agency for years already. Have confidence in your ability, have confidence in your network.
It takes money to run a campaign. And if we can get money available for the women where they may not get it on their own, count me in, I'm on board, let's do it.
The Gregg Women in Leadership Fund helps women run for office and win. We need more women in state government, we need more women running for office, and we need more women at the decision-making table. And this fund is one step to helping us achieve that.
What really motivates me is looking into the future and seeing where women at the table just as much as men. The Women in Leadership Fund pulls women together, supporting each other, sharing resources, making sure that we're in this together and that we're getting more women elected. It's a mentoring, not only financially, but also giving that extra support during the tough campaign days. For a woman running for office, I say, keep going, you're there, but you're not alone. We're in this together.
I hope that by watching me run, that you know that you girls can do anything. If you want to run, you can. If you want to lead, you can. Do you want to run for office?
Yeah. When I grow up, I might want to run for president.
Yeah? Good. Do you want to run? Do you want to run for anything besides president, or are you just going to start right at the top?
Governor.
Governor? Yeah? I'm really hoping that when you guys see me run for office, that you can think, I could do that too. Or when you see me standing up to bullies, that you guys say, hey, you know what? If my mom's standing up to bullies, maybe I can stand up to bullies too. And that you can think to yourself, you know what? When I see something wrong, I see something dangerous, or I see something bad, I can fix it too.
My mom is very sweet. She's always kind, and she's super smart and helps out a lot.
She's really fun. She loves doing the things that I love doing. She hangs out with me. She talks to me when I need to be talked to. And yeah, I love her so much.
Well, I'd say that my mom, she always makes sure that she gets the work done that absolutely needs to be done in order to allow everyone else to be able to have fun, you know? And she's very, very sweet and thoughtful, and she makes sure that everyone gets what they need.
You inspired me to be a scientist because you're smart and independent, and I want to be the same thing as you when I grow up.
Oh, Bobby.
No matter how tired you are, and no matter how much you had already previously worked, you still continue to do work that's above what everyone else is doing and what's above the standard for everyone else.
The same level of trust and support that you've given me through this process, that I'm going to do the same thing for you.
Thank you.
And for you, Micah, thank you so much. His compassion has come out in this experience. And when I feel, he feels deeply, and that you continue to do that, because it's going to make you a great man and a great father. And for my daughter, Addie, I feel like I'm doing this. See? When I look at her, generationally, she looks like my great-grandmother, who I was named after. Her spirit is the same, her drive, and I want to do the best that I can to make you feel like you don't have to fight as much as I had to fight, or my mother or her grandmother. This is an adventure, and that's kind of how we look at things. We see something, and we try to figure out how we can make it into something fun. And so that's what we're doing. We recognize that this is a wonderful ride, and not everybody gets to have it. So I love you, and I'm sorry to cry so much. So.
I really like my mom because the first thing that comes to mind is that she's playful. I really love my mom because she is funny, just like me.
I want you to know that women can be leaders in our communities and in our state, and that maybe a woman can be president someday.
Yeah, like
And
Barack Obama's wife.
you want Michelle Obama to be president?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty awesome
Yeah.
too. Michelle is rad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up to Michelle Obama.
Women, of course, I think still, carry the balance of keeping the house tidy and juggling all of the details for a household. And I'm lucky to have some helpers with that, but I could use some more.
Like Dada.
Yeah, Daddy helps a lot too. Yeah, having a supportive partner is really amazing also. I think, when you're running, you are running as a family, so you've got to let teamwork make the dream work.
Love you, Mama.
Super hands-on about everything. Everything was a teaching opportunity. Everything was a chance to learn. And I think that's how she lives her life, and that was how she was trying to get us to live ours.
As a family, she's done a lot for everyone, I think, both me and my sister.
Not only do you give 110%, but you inspire everyone around you to do the same. And you kind of expect that from the people around you, and also uplift them so that they can deliver.
I don't know, you kind of have like a satellite that covers people, and they just somehow become better, and you help people become the best selves they can be. In terms of as a state representative, I think you'll be able to do that as a community leader, and people will step up, and you inspire people around you. So.
I think that one of the most valuable things that she's given me, and I think any of my sort of peers who are also children of immigrants, is this idea that whatever we are, whatever other sort of identities we bring to the table, we're all still American, and all of those are part of our being American.
I want you to be courageous, no matter what. Just know that it's all words. Words can't hurt you, so I just want you to have the courage and be brave no matter what. I'm gonna get through this, and so are you, and so is everyone that's on this team. I want you not to be disillusioned, because like me, you're somewhat of an idealist, and just the idea that people are gonna be mean to me, people are gonna be mean to you, people are gonna question my values, and I don't want you to feel like this is a bad arena for me to go into. I still want you to be the idealist, because it gives me hope.
Hey everybody, I lead because as a classroom teacher, I have seen firsthand the bad hand that has been dealt to students and teachers over the past 8 years of failed leadership in Lansing, and we have got to do better for our kids. So when elected, I will be not just the voice, but the roar for students and teachers in Michigan.
My name is Rosemary Bayer. I'm running for the Michigan Senate in District 12. And I want to start by saying that I truly believe that our purpose here, our reason for being on this planet is to help each other. And when I see people who are suffering, people in pain, people who really need help, I just have to go help. What I've learned over the years is that I can get more done. We can all get more done if we work together. If we can get a group of people collaborating to achieve a common goal, a future, a vision that is brighter, we can get a lot more done working together. So if you ask me why I lead, I'll tell you. It's so that we can make our communities better, make our state better, for all of us, just to get more done.
I lead because I know there's nobody else out there that has my same background, experience, and ability to do this job the way that it deserves to be done. I lead because we need women's voices in every single conversation, and right now those voices are missing. I lead because it's time for a new approach.
Hi, this is Julia Pulver, a candidate for State Senate in Michigan's 15th District, and I lead because nobody else is going to do it for me. Nobody else has my exact same experience, skills, knowledge in certain areas, especially healthcare. I lead because we need a more diverse leadership in Lansing. We need more people at the table who have had various different experiences in life and in professional settings, and who can bring more solutions to the table. And I lead because I can. I lead because it's my time, it's our time. We're done waiting for other people to rescue us, to come and save us. I lead because I'm the leader I've been waiting for, and so are you.
I lead because I want my niece to know that no matter what anyone says, her gender will not stop her from doing anything that she wants to do.
I lead because I want to be a role model for future generations of female leaders.
My name is Kyra Harris Bolden. I'm the Democratic nominee for the 35th House District. And I lead because our future generations are watching. When I was in college, a little girl came up to me and said, Miss Kyra, can girls go to college? And I had to look at that little girl and tell her, yes, girls can go to college. I'm a girl and I'm in college, and I was able to be that example for her. There are plenty of young boys and young girls looking up to us, looking to us to get it right, waiting to be mentored. So I lead for our future and our future generations, because together we can be the change that we seek.
I lead because my kids deserve the best, and so do yours. I lead because all of our kids deserve a good quality public education, clean and safe drinking water, parks to play in, and affordable quality health care. I'm doing this for my family and yours.
I lead because it's time that our state prioritize our future. I grew up in the community in which I'm running, and we need to make sure that we continue to protect our public schools to make sure that our kids can get a great public school education, that we have clean and safe drinking water, and that our roads are safe enough for us to drive on when we go to school or when we go to work, or quite frankly, enjoy all of that our community has to offer. So I lead because it's time that we have someone in the State House who's an advocate for all of us in our community. I grew up in this community, and it would be an honor to be a fighter for us in our State House.
I'm Padma Kupa, and I'm running for state representative in Michigan's House District 41. I lead because when something in the community needs doing and isn't getting done, I roll up my sleeves, bring people together, and work to make it happen. Over the years, I've worked to build the kind of community where everyone is welcome and included, with opportunities to succeed. Women don't always see themselves as leaders and often face additional barriers. As a mother, I've taken that to model for my kids what leadership looks like. Parenting is by example. I've taken on roles that I haven't always felt comfortable in. As a first woman in mechanical engineering in my college in India, I learned to take risks, to solve problems, and shift the paradigm. I want to continue this work in Lansing to create a stronger Michigan and a more representative democracy.
I lead because a lot of people in Michigan have no idea how much influence Betsy DeVos and various members of the DeVos family are buying with donations to different candidates across this state. As the mother of 2 children with special needs, one of them in the special education system, I'm very concerned about how much money is being filtered from our public funds to for-profit charter schools. So somebody needs to let the people of Michigan know about this dangerous agenda and how much our students, our teachers, and staff at our public schools are being robbed of precious money. And that person is me, Nicole Braden, the Democratic candidate running for House of Representatives of Michigan.
I lead to find real solutions. I lead to make things better for real people. I've always been more interested in fixing problems than pushing an ideology or scoring points. I lead to get things done.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Luce.
Too.
I lead because a long time ago, I learned that sitting around saying, someone needs to do something about this,
means that I need to do something about it. We can't wait for someone else to do the work of making the world the place that we need it to be. I think it's up to each one of us to do what we can to make things better. To me, leading isn't about being in front of someone else or being above them or getting them to follow you. Leading is about finding out what's important to someone and letting them be seen and heard and to know that they're not alone when it's time to take action. Leaders are listeners and helpers. Leaders are people that we can see something of ourselves in, and they inspire us and make us feel like things are going to be okay. I want to be that someone for others, just as people have been that someone for me. That is why I lead.
When I became a public school teacher over 30 years ago, I never thought I would have to experience a number of things. I never thought I'd have to train my staff how to respond to an active shooter. I never thought I would see classes of 35 students or more in classrooms built for 25 students or less.
And I never thought I'd have to fight to protect our natural resources, like the water we drink. And I never thought I would see the day when Michigan, the home of the UAW, the sit-down strikers, and labor, became a right-to-work state. We have to take back our state. We have future generations who are depending on us to make good decisions. We need to be the example. This is why I lead. This is why I run.
I'm Sheila Troxel. I'm running for state representative in House District 64, and why I lead is to help others succeed. I see an opportunity to do better in individuals and helping them reach their goals, as well as in our community and in our state. When I go into area schools as a financial educator, I see that children are lacking resources they need to help them succeed in the 21st century economy. You know, I look at our community, our infrastructure, and say we can do better. And that's why I lead, to help others succeed and to help find those opportunities where all of us can come together, work hard, and find solutions to help us do better.
I lead because I care. I lead because I care about contaminated water throughout Michigan. I lead because I care about healthcare access for everyone. I lead because I care about people with stagnant wages and people who are struggling to just get by. But I also lead because representation matters. Far too often, women like me don't believe that they can lead or that they have a right to lead. And it's important for my children and for your children to see strong women who are willing to take a stand and fight for everyone. So I lead because I care.
My name is Melissa Fruget. I'm running for the 105th District seat in the House of Representatives. I lead because we all have the power to inspire others. We have an opportunity today to shape tomorrow. Today we recognize it's time to rise and accept the challenge that lies before us. It's time to challenge conventional wisdom and be bold. It's time for a different approach. It's time to lead by example. The future of Michigan is depending on us. I'm Melissa Fruget, and with your help, I will lead the 105th District to victory in November.